Welcome into beautiful Stockton, California for the first round of the OTB Open presented by MVP Disc Sports. Looking to make it 4 in a row is 5-time world champion Paige Pierce. Can she keep the streak going and kick off her season? You'll find out live on the Disc Golf Network. Sarah, let's watch some disc golf and some boxes.
Let's do it.
6 down through 10.
Very focused,
Yeah.
very good speed, and blemish-free with a whole bunch of birdies.
There is so much OB out here. That's impressive. We will show you that putt on the other side of the break. Back in just a few. Merch for birdie. 8 under through 12.
Incredible.
Sten to start 2 for 2. She's got a step through lined up. Must be outside the circle.
In the bucket. Wow. She's starting off hot.
Slides into the tree and parked.
Yep, that was wide enough. If you get far enough out there, you're not going to hit those trees, and Paige found that gap on the high side. She makes it look a lot easier than it is. She's going fairway driver.
Kind of splitting the difference on the lines.
Just outside the bullseye.
We are on hole 3 with Walker.
Madison taking that right gap. Smooths it up there. And she's bullseye.
Count that one.
That'll be 2 in a row.
Walker throwing some dimes right now. Hansen will take the forehand line. Just the more open line to your eye, Sarah?
Definitely. There's later trees that the right side trees are going to come into play much earlier.
Gannon, no surprise, will take the backhand line.
Ooh, very nice. Looked a little inside, but that thrasher flipped up nice. Little bit of a limp there, I think, on her.
Did you see something?
Her foot, which I would expect that to still be. She had a pretty severe injury.
Hansen for birdie. Oh, the putt is looking great for Ella early.
Really, really solid, calm, just really good. She always has great speed.
She does, yeah. And back to Hanley, her second on 9, carrying the water, Sarah.
She is. It's very open. That little bit of turn.
Oh, in business. Will she make the putt? Some Canada geese and some goslings watching the background. Oh.
Great birdie. One of the most difficult holes on the course. Bogey free.
Yeah.
You can't complain about that.
Hanley for birdie on 10. Right at the water, no problem.
That's as deathy as it gets. Because you might lose your putter, too. Hope you brought another.
That is very true. She's got a ham bone and a turkey on that card, does Holland Hanley. And a share of the lead, Sarah.
With a bunch of holes left to go.
A bunch of
8 holes left
to
to try to extend that lead. Also, bogey free.
Throwing 3 on the par 5 fourth.
Yeah, this is great. Get in there.
Oh,
Parked for birdie.
Ella Hansen showing off the arm.
That looks identical to Missy's shot. A little closer. That'll be a short putt for birdie.
Scoggins with a birdie look. It's hole 7.
Puts it up there and snags the left side. There's a C2 make.
Diggs for par on 12. She's got to make it, right? Yes.
Death
Love
putt
that.
central.
That it is like 5 feet.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these on this course.
Yeah.
We're going to get to see what kind of courage people have on their putts.
And we also saw Holland Hanley there at the drop zone as Walker throws her second, back on 6.
This is great.
Walker is throwing just gems every time.
It's really puring the lines using the airspace that she has. Wow. C2 look with a hazard to the left.
Okay. I'm keeping it clean through 8. Walker throwing 3 after 2 fantastic shots.
Short work to get this birdie.
Look at this approach.
Puts it close.
Yeah.
Massive grip strength.
No kidding.
Much more than any of the other players when they did the test.
Interesting.
So, I mean, that's just, you put more spin on it. It's easier for her to putt from farther. Anakin puts it in circle 1. This is a really great lefty hole. The airspace is all on the left side.
And has that left for birdie, making short work of. Back on 6, putts at birdie. There is an OB green on the far side of the pin. It doesn't matter.
Wow, there it is.
Do that.
She dials it, and she's had a lot of C2 putts, many of them not even hitting chains.
Oh, well, yeah. If you got a great sidearm.
Present to Ella.
It's a birdie hole. Hanson. A live look at this shot from our Flight Factory drone, and that is
Speaking of parked,
a bullseye.
I think Ella is proving Nate wrong. Beautiful. Nice bounce back.
It sure was. And regaining her share with Cat Merch.
There it is. 2 in a row.
Here's looking dialed.
She's found her putter.
Yeah. The solo lead back for Merch and Scoggins. A death putt on hole 10. You got to lay this up, Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to lose your putter in the water, or you just make it.
Come on, Owen Scoggins.
There's no way that stays unless it hits like front cage.
Who does that?
Getting up and down from 220 is not always automatic.
Pierce looking for an up and down birdie.
That flipped up really nice.
That was gorgeous. Paige
yes.
Pierce.
Hello.
Get parked in the bullseye. Drop in birdie coming for Paige.
Sneaks it in left side. That is enough.
Let's roll back that Zuka reap. That's back-to-back 50-footers for Scoggins.
She has found her C2 fire.
She's such a monster. Hanley again to grab a share of the lead.
Wow, 50-foot straight uphill to a mound, sneaks it in. And it's good from C2.
Action all over the place at the OTB Open. Attacking the green with her second on a big hyzer, as Sarah called out.
Oh yeah, this is the open airspace, and she did it perfect. If she comes in a little bit early, those tree branches are going to pop her right into the water.
Scoggins for birdie.
Dialed.
After 2 50-footers, makes one half that with no problem. She is tied with Sophia Donachie. Swinging this one back in.
Great flex. That big tree might be in her way.
Scoggins on 13 for birdie.
Wow, those tree trunks are huge. She had to do a full stretch, and look at this run she is on.
Yeah.
She's committed to the width. Good height. And skips it just in front of the pin. Scoots a little long, 20 feet coming back. Yeah, she looks clean. Paige, oh, just enough with the fierce to climb up and over the OB.
And Hanley, second on 18 after being barely inbounds off the tee. Takes advantage though, Sarah.
Puts it really close. That's looking like a birdie. That might be for the solo lead.
It is indeed. I'm going to call it 3. Holland's not missing this one.
Right, Hanley had 8 holes to get the lead, and it is on the final that she takes it solo.
This back 9 playing a little tough, Sarah, huh?
It is. It's taking strokes, and these back 4, we're surprisingly seeing less birdies on 13 and 14 than I would expect, at least maybe today. Looking at a floaty run. It goes in.
I
Left
love
side,
that.
Annie. Hey-oh.
That wee spin, I love it. You know, it's not going to go anywhere if he misses.
Totally.
It's right there. So cool.
I'm assuming Paige is going to take the big hyzer. It's going to skip. There are more trees on this route, but if you're a righty backhand and you don't want to throw the sidearm, you can still get there.
Okay.
Paige at the edge of the circle there. She's going to throw the flex to get that extra distance, bringing into play some of these other trees, but this might have been the play for everyone because that's a bullseye.
Love that.
Risk reward, and she found it. She needed that one. There it is. She needed this one. She needs a couple more, at least one more going in, or a clean finish.
Have we seen a round one from Paige this good yet on the year? Is she back, Sarah?
I hope so.
Me too.
The sport is better when she's in it.
Accurate.
There it is. Recovering from a miss. Back to the make.
Gannon. Can she find the line?
This is great. It's a really tight line.
Oh my.
And she parks it.
Perk, we're looking at the Ellie Hansen tee shot. Did you see the finish there for Walker? How close did she get?
Ooh.
Yeah, Madison actually hit that last big oak, and a beautiful shape here from Ella. I have to agree with Sarah. I feel like the backhand is just so much more technical than the flex forehand here.
Challenging that tree. Just sneaks inside the edge of the circle with that bottom of the mound putt we saw Lucky make just a little bit ago. And it's in with the little body English.
Gannon. Birdies on 4 of the last 5.
There it is.
Owen Scoggins does not care about death putts, Sarah. Just
What's a death putt?
I know. Madison Walker's second.
These low-hanging branches are kind of in their way. We'll see how they navigate through them. To go over the water a little early. Oh, wow. That is great. That's the kind of putt you want on this peninsula.
Slow start for Missy, but she is in the mix right now. 5 down.
Really turned it on here at the end.
Yeah, impressive stuff.
On the most difficult part of the course, which is so her style. Ooh, I like this right side. And in front of the biggest tree, this is prime position.
Let's see if Gannon can get to 6. The drive, fantastic.
Gets to throw the easy line, the hyzer,
Seriously.
and puts it really close to that bullseye. Wow, Missy turning it on. Caught fire at the end.
She's such a gamer.
Such a slow round to begin with for her.
Yeah. Hansen for her share of second. And welcome into the booth, Ed Stockton. Sarah, what's your biggest takeaway on the day here for round 1?
What I'm seeing is the birdie rate is a big factor here, especially the scoring we saw today. The course is primed for scoring. I think people really they have to get off the tee and they got to make their putts. You know, getting those birdies, you can't just play safe and conservative. I think you got to be aggressive when your opportunities are given.
We really saw that today, didn't we?
Yeah.
With you.
Hey everyone, Terry Miller, the Disc Golf Guy here. I feel like there's 2 options that remain. Either you click subscribe and you watch more golf and content right here on the channel, or you go outside and you play. If you're not going to do those, then head on over to the Disc Golf Network and make sure you sign up so you can watch live disc golf almost every weekend.